Hi, welcome to another Scrapbook Express Lane video. Today's video project is all about etching on glass. I'll be using this Armour Etch cream and a shape cut out of Cricut vinyl. You can use a variety of stencils or masks, and I'll show you a few of them today. The easiest ones are ones made with the vinyl cut on the Cricut or on the Silhouette die cutting machine. If you don't have access to either one of those, you can use more basic things you have around the house like painter's tape. You can even use your alphabet letter stickers or even just dots, stickers, shapes, anything you like, as long as it'll hold up to the etching cream and the time that it needs to be on there to do its job, then you can use those as stencils for your project. Here's an example of a project I've already made, and with the glass it's kind of tricky to see. There. That heart shape is what I etched onto this glass canister. I cut a shape on my Cricut with vinyl, which is self-adhesive, and I adhered it right to the glass, and I'll show you how to do that. And then I applied the etching cream and let it do its job, and when you wash it off and clean off the glass, you get this beautiful frosted look wherever you put the etching cream. So you're only limited by the shapes and the patterns that you can make with the die cutting machines or the other tools you have around the house. Okay, here's how you do it. I have another glass canister. These are really inexpensive. You can get these at your local department store, even the dollar stores. Think about glass plates, baking dishes, votive candles, wine glasses. If it's made of glass, pretty much you can do it. Pretty neat. I've even seen people do mirrors for their home. It's really beautiful. Okay, in this project I'm going to do this heart that I have cut, and it is out of the Cricut vinyl. And because this particular one is cut as a layered piece, it actually has this little center. I want to use it as the frame, so I'm going to use this. I want to contain my cream to inside that heart shape. I only want my frosted part on the glass to be the heart shape, the inside heart shape. So all you do is you peel open the vinyl and apply it to your piece. This might be the hardest part of the project, getting the sticker back off. Okay, here it goes. Now, the important thing about applying any of these items, whether it's the tape or the Cricut vinyl or regular stickers, to your project is making sure that you don't have any air bubbles. You want a smooth contact with any of your items. Speaking of contact, I've read some places online where people actually use contact paper. It's the same idea. It's basically just sticker paper of some sort. Burnish it on really well. You can do it with your finger. You can also do it with a popsicle stick or the basic gray rub-on roller tool. Basically anything that's going to help smooth out and make sure that all of this sticky item is completely stuck to your glass. You don't want any of it leaking underneath. Now, if you're a brave soul, in this case, my outline is pretty skinny. It's pretty thin, and if I go in with my big fat foam brush and try to get in there, it's very likely that I will glob the etching cream over the edge and mess this up, and I definitely don't want to do that. So for this small of a project, I'm going to use some of that painter's tape, just masking tape, and block off a little bit more around the outside of this design, just to give me a little bit more slop room. I'm overlapping. Remember, I only want the cream to go on the inside of this shape. So I'm going to do that just to give me a little bit of extra working room. You could frost the entire jar. You could etch the whole thing and leave a smaller pattern on the outside, but in this case I just want to do that inside heart. I'm going to take a minute and go ahead and do this. Okay. Most important thing, of course, is to just burnish around the edges. The actual vinyl is going to be the piece that does the protecting on the edge to get that crisp outline. This is just basically my slop over in case my brush goes over the edge. I wanted to protect the edge of that glass. Okay, so all you do is open up your etch cream and use whatever brush, big or small, whatever you like, and apply it right to the area where your little stencil is. The biggest thing about this is applying an even coat. I apply it pretty thickly. It says to apply it generously, so I'm going to do that. In my little practice pieces with this cream, I have noticed that extending the etching time ensures a better result. The first time I did it, I ended up with a very, very faint look, and it was really hard to see that etch design. So I actually tripled my waiting time. I don't think it actually hurts the glass to leave it on longer. I actually tripled it. So for my project, I left it on 30 minutes instead of 10, and it was fine. So there, it's on pretty evenly and pretty thickly, and now I will set it aside for 30 minutes and we'll come back and show you what to do next. Okay, 30 minutes has elapsed, and now I'm going to take just a regular paper towel and wipe off the bulk of the cream that's on there. What I didn't say earlier is that I'm working on a protected surface. This is just a craft mat that you can emboss on and stamp and use alcohol inks and whatever and just wipe it off. I am using that in case I have any spillage of the cream. And you want to make sure that you don't have it touch your hands. If it's able to etch and eat into the surface of the glass, you can only imagine what it would do to your hands. So please just be extra careful when you're using it. So I'm going to use my little paper towel here and wipe off as much as I can. And then I'm going to take it to my sink and rinse it off and remove the tape and the vinyl stencil that we made. I'll be right back. And here we are back with the finished jar. I went ahead and removed all that masking tape and the stencil we made with the Cricut vinyl, and I washed it off thoroughly in the sink and then dried it with some paper towels, and you can see that beautiful frosted etched design that we made with that stencil. You can do this. It's a very inexpensive project. You can get these jars, like I said, at dollar stores, or you can probably even find stuff, you know, in your attic or things you even have in your cabinets that you might want to dress up with a little bit of etching. It's really fun, very inexpensive, and the cream goes a very long way. So get creative. Think out of the box a little bit about what kinds of designs you'd like to put on your projects. And of course, if you have any questions about this technique or the products we used, please drop us a mail at the Scrapbook Express blog. Thanks for watching.